Well, good morning. It's 6:46 on this windy Wednesday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Avi Hannon.
And I'm Maggie Warren.
And hard to complain about the wind too much when it's not as bad as it was last night.
I was gonna say, I'll complain about it from yesterday.
Yeah, that's valid.
But yeah, it's not quite as windy today. We are continuing to see those winds ease up. We're seeing some quiet conditions ahead of a system for after Thanksgiving. So kind of the calm before the storm is what we're getting into. We're looking at travel impacts likely from Friday through early Sunday, looking at increasing confidence in that storm tracking and increasing confidence in snow totals of at least 2 inches, looking at about 60 to 70% chance of that through most of the area, even up to 90%. So definitely some travel impacts Friday as well as Saturday across not just Siouxland, but the region, central United States, southern United States, looking at moderate to high impact through Saturday. So some tricky travel for the post-Thanksgiving period, and I'll have a check of your local forecast coming up. Nick and Avia.
Well, sources report the FBI is attempting to schedule interviews with 6 Democratic lawmakers.
And those are the same lawmakers who made a video saying American troops should not obey illegal orders. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio has the latest.
This morning, the FBI requesting interviews with these 6 Democratic lawmakers. Multiple sources familiar with the situation tell ABC News.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
President Trump initially accused these 6 lawmakers of seditious behavior punishable by death after they recorded a message telling service members they should not follow illegal orders.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
Lawmakers said Tuesday they were contacted by the FBI to begin scheduling interviews, signaling a possible inquiry into the matter.
The president's reaction and the use of the FBI against us is exactly why we made the video. He believes in using the federal government against his perceived adversaries.
The same week, the Pentagon announced it would launch a review into veteran and Senator Mark Kelly, one of the Democratic members of Congress in the video. The retired Navy captain flew 39 combat missions in Iraq before going on to become an astronaut.
Every one of us has First Amendment speech rights, and I think the president is infringing on those. And he is sending a pretty strong message. You do not want to cross him, and your loyalty should be to him. It should not. It should always be to the Constitution.
ABC spoke to retired 4-star General Wesley Clark about the investigations.
There's a lot of heat in Congress right now. There's a lot of unhappiness in this country. President Trump's approval ratings are down. But I think, the uniform military doesn't want to be part of that, shouldn't be part of that.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is now ordering the Navy to review Senator Kelly for potential unlawful conduct and to have it completed by December 10th. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
And Iowa's 4th District U.S. House Representative Randy Feenstra made a stop in Sioux City as part of a campaign tour for governor. He met up with a handful of voters at a local pizza ranch. The Sioux City stop was his 3rd of the day after meeting with people in Denison and Council Bluffs. Feenstra says if he is elected, one of his goals will be making sure Iowans can access high-quality health care at a price they can afford.
So what we're trying to do is say, all right, what can we do with these tax credits and give them directly to families, give them directly to businesses instead of big health insurance companies, right? We as a family or a business knows better how to handle and lower premiums than big health insurance companies. And that's what we're looking at right now.
Feenstra will make a campaign stop at NutriTech in Storm Lake later today at 1 p.m.
And meanwhile, families on Sioux City's north side are getting some new reading opportunities thanks to some motivated 5th graders. A ribbon cutting was held yesterday for Bryant Elementary's new Little Free Library. Now, that project was led entirely by the school's student council. Principal Preston Fisher says it's important to make students' voices heard.
Just having the students be able to be a part of that and be decision makers, to show them that we as adults also respect their ideas and we want to listen to them, we want to hear them, and if it's something that we can make possible that they want to do, that we're going to do our best to do that for them and alongside with them.
School officials tell us they're now accepting donations for the Little Free Library as well. Meanwhile, nominations are now open for KCAU-9's 2026 Remarkable Women Contest.
That's right. If you know a woman who's making a difference in her community, then we want to hear her story. You can find the nomination form on our website, SiouxlandProud.com. Just click on Nominate a Remarkable Woman under the Contest tab. And if you have a number 9 birthday coming up, KCAU-9 would love to help you celebrate.
That's right. So each week we're celebrating the 9s. That's right here on Good Day Siouxland. So if you or a loved one is turning 9, 99, or any 9 in between, well, we want to hear about it.
Every Thursday morning, we share a list of birthday shout-outs, and one lucky person will take home a birthday gift from one of our sponsors.
So if you want to be featured, just head on over to SiouxlandProud.com and click on Celebrating the 9s under the Contest tab to enter by Tuesdays at noon. Now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day, and it's Still Waiting Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, we feature a pet at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's been waiting quite some time to find a forever home.
That's right, and this is Tinkerbell, a 4 to 6 month old female, short hair, silver, tabby, and white kitten. She was found on the 1300 block of Villa Avenue earlier this month, and the rescue says she's a friendly little lady that has a lot to say. She also gets along well with other cats. Tinkerbell is available for adoption now.
And if you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, well, you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. And Tinkerbell certainly looking like an active little cat, as opposed to some of the cats we feature where they're laying down or sleeping. She looks like she's got a lot of energy.
Honestly, that photo kind of reminds me of like a deer in the headlights kind of
I was
look.
going to say that. She looks kind of startled.
Right? It looks like they caught her off guard with that picture, but
Yeah.
she just looks like a little cutie pie.
Yeah, for sure. I would bet she was startled by the wind yesterday, too. We're seeing that ease up a bit. There's a look on the Ho-Chunk Center camera. A nice little sunrise getting going downtown Sioux City. Looking pretty quiet, though, and that wind, or those temperatures, rather, not the winds. The temperatures in the 20s and low 30s. 30 in Sioux City, Lamar's, Orange City at 28, Estherville at 26 degrees and 25 there in Bloomfield with wind chills into the 10s and teens, even 8-degree wind chill in Estherville, 13 in Spencer, 15 in Sioux City, 17 in Wayne, and 11 through Bloomfield and Neely as we continue to see those winds between 15 and 30 miles an hour, even 39 mile an hour sustained wind in Estherville, 30 there in Orange City with gusts still between 35 and 45 miles an hour, even near 50 there in Estherville, 48 mile an hour wind. But as we see this entire low pressure system continue to track eastbound, we will see those winds ease up as we head through the rest of the day. We still stay breezy, gusts up to about 30 miles an hour, but we see some quieter conditions, calmer conditions building back in as we head into the afternoon and evening. Sunshine for the afternoon, sunny for Thanksgiving as well. Looking at a beautiful but cold day for Turkey Day, and then we start to see a system approaching us, snow arriving into our Friday, mainly by midday and onwards. We're looking at Friday through early Sunday morning. Impacts to travel likely, continuing to keep an eye on that track, and snow potential out there as that increasing confidence continues through the next couple of days. For Thanksgiving, 34 degrees, low 30s for Friday. That snow arrives Friday and into the weekend. Saturday, looking at upper 20s, low 20s for Sunday and Monday. Sticking with those colder conditions as we head into early next week, and then slowly rising those temperatures into the mid and upper 20s, but above average for us. Gonna have to dance like that turkey and like Avia off in the distance as we head through the end of this 9 on 9. Looking cold, Nick and Avia.
And now let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
What you need to know before you go.
And with that potential for winter weather coming up in the middle of holiday travel, like Maggie mentioned, the Iowa DOT says their road clearing crews are ready to get to work. Workers with the Iowa Department of Transportation tell us, well, they've been preparing for winter weather since September. That includes doing the maintenance on snow plows and spreaders, training drivers, and checking the computer systems for errors. Now, the Iowa DOT's Winter Operation Administrator says, well, it's kind of like getting your car ready for a road trip.
Pre-trip inspection is a pre-trip inspection of a truck. Putting a blade on is pretty much the same way. So that long list of tasks that we've got to accomplish before the snow starts to fly.
Now the DOT is ready, but are you? Especially after a November that's felt more like September, Bargfried says drivers need to be prepared to adjust to winter conditions.
These first couple of storms of the year, everyone has to readjust their winter driving skills. So again, we talk about reducing your speed, increasing your following distance, not only if you're behind a plow, but whatever vehicle you're following.
Also good to keep in mind, make sure that your car is stocked with an emergency kit full of blankets, drinking water, snacks, phone chargers, and a flashlight.
And if you're planning to enjoy some drinks as part of your holiday celebrations, AAA wants to make sure you get home safe. They're activating their tow-to-go service this evening at 6 p.m. and will keep it active through 6 a.m. on Monday. The program provides a free confidential ride and tow home for one person and their vehicle up to 10 miles. Just call 855-2TOW-TO-GO. A few things important to note: the service is meant to serve as a last resort and it's not available in South Dakota. The program may also be impacted by severe weather.
Meanwhile, if you plan on leaving your trash bin out for pickup before hitting the road, well, just know of some schedule changes that are coming because of the holiday. In Sioux City, trash and recycling collection will not take place tomorrow. So if your trash normally gets picked up on Thursday, that'll be collected on Friday instead. Friday's collection will happen on Saturday, etc. Also worth noting, the Citizens Convenience Center will be closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving. And meanwhile, KCAU-9 is once again partnering up with Baumgars for Operation Toys.
That's right. If you want to spread some Christmas cheer to Siouxland kids in need, you can drop off donations of new toys at your local Baumgars location through December 17th.
The toys will then be given to the Salvation Army and other local organizations to be distributed to families with kids ages 16 or younger just in time for the holidays. And how about this weather coming up just in time for the holidays? At least today right now looks relatively calm.
Yeah, we're looking calm today and for Thanksgiving. The calm before the storm, actually. We see 35 degrees. For today, partly cloudy, cold, but staying breezy. Gusts up to 35 miles an hour still with sustained winds 10 to 20. We do see those ease up through the day and into our Thursday. 34 degrees for the Turkey Day, and then 30 for Friday. Snow chances arriving into the weekend. Low 30s and upper 20s for us Friday and into Saturday. Low 20s for Sunday and Monday, and then back to the mid and upper 20s with some cloud cover, some snow shower potential again by midweek next week. But the big thing we're continuing to keep an eye on right now is that system for the post-Thanksgiving travel.
Yeah, that is 4 days of potentially rough conditions ahead.
Absolutely, so stay tuned. Have a great rest of your day.